live. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Young, Black, and in Business. This is your host, Roosevelt Williams III, and I'm excited because we have Coach Nasara with us. But before we begin, we're always going to start with the commitment, we're always going to deliver with quality, and we're always going to finish with success. The word for today is exercise. You have to exercise mentally, exercise physically, and most importantly, always exercise financially. The law of success for this week is health is true wealth. So get excited because we have an extraordinary brother with us this morning, Coach Nasara. Coach Nasara, and thank you for joining us on this episode of Young Black in the Business. It was only fitting that I invite you, my man, because you're inspirational and you're also ubiquitous. Every time I see you, you always working out with a smile. You're always helping others, and you're always engaging. And since the word of today is exercise, who else could represent like you?
I appreciate that, brother.
Oh, don't even worry about it. So so you're a real life person. You know what I mean? By just being in the studio with you and observing you, you're really down to earth. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little about myself. I'm originally from New York. A lot of my family's from New York. It's still out there or back east. New York.
What zip code?
11422 or 11413.
Shout out to the 114 and all the zip codes in New York. Because we got a Young Black in the Business branch in New York.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
So my people in Rosedale. I grew up in Laurelton, out there in Queens. Went to school out there in Bayside, Holy Cross High School.
Holy Cross, that's
Holy
right.
Cross.
My wife went to Holy Cross here in San Diego.
Oh, there's a Holy Cross here?
Yeah, it's a Holy Cross here.
Oh. Mine was all boys, Catholic school, all Italians, except me, like a handful of black kids. It was interesting.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you so energized and energetic about exercising?
It's crazy. I've always just liked movement and running around. I was always a little chubby kid, but that never let that stop me. We'd play football on the block. We would run around and have a good time, play frisbee, play softball. So I was always trying to be active. I left New York back in the late '80s. I joined the Navy. So I was in the Navy, and of course, Navy, you have to be somewhat active as far as, working out. When we went overseas, we would stay on the ship and work out, do certain things. But as far as I think the whole health and wellness thing really kicked in when I was living in Atlanta. Because I joined the Brotherhood of Kemet. It's an African fraternity. And, I was always, oh my God, I got wiped out there, so much, running around, all the little things we had to do, not allowed to say everything we did, but all the little things we did.
Secret congregation.
But, living out there in Atlanta, I got on a health kick. I was vegetarian out there. And then I started going to the gym more often, started hitting this gym called Run and Shoot. And started working out, and I just started falling in love with fitness, because I would just go there and have do my little workout. But then I got involved in the step and roller class, and it was so hype. And that's why I realized that's why I think music and fitness is what gets me pumped. Like, I can have a migraine, but if you put the music on, you put the fitness going, it's like, oh, I'm up. And I think that's what got me going, and made me realize that I need to keep myself moving, keep my body moving, and just getting myself healthy and fit. And it was so inspirational going to these classes. That's why I got the love. That's when I started saying, okay, well, you know what? I want to start teaching. I want to start doing things. So I went and taught a class at it was like Curves type gym. It was this little gym that you tell people to move, okay, beep, move. And they were playing classical music, right? It was funny because it was all white people there, all like lawyers, and they were like playing classical music. And then I started playing like Luke and booty shake music, and they were like loving it.
Yeah.
They were loving it, and and that's when I started getting more of a love for this type of thing. Then I started working with a personal trainer, and I said, well, you know what? I want to do more of this. I want this to be more like a business, something that I'm really getting out there and affecting and helping people change.
Making a positive impact.
Definitely.
That's right. Well, I mean, I see you doing that. If you're not able to see it at home or on the Facebook Live here, we have some special accommodations. You've been recognized here in San Diego for public health, for being a public health champion.
Yes. Now, you told me to bring all this. I didn't bring this trying to brag.
Yeah, right. We like to set the stage up.
To set the stage up. Okay.
Yeah, very humble gentleman.
Because I don't. Hey, what I do.
Right.
I do it. Excuse me, for the love of it, and for service, and make sure people make a change.
Service before self.
It's never about. It's strictly about me.
That's
right. I do things for my family, my life. But bottom line is things I do and all the accolades I've received. I mean, it's just been for helping the community, because I've done it to the point where we have Malcolm X Library doing things for free for years, and just giving a lot of service out, and it's nice. It's actually really nice to be acknowledged.
You get a lot of love in San Diego.
It's
you get
cool.
You get a lot of love. You have flash mob workouts. I see you hit the stairs, hitting the gym, and one thing I like about it, it's actually consistent. It's consistent.
Well, that's one thing. I have not stopped. It's funny, sometimes I look at my Facebook and, memories pop up. I'm like, that was 8 years ago?
Right.
And it's consistency. And I'm glad you said that, because some people jump out there and yeah, you do something for a couple months, couple weeks, maybe even a year, but it's I don't stop.
Tell us about Series Fitness, and tell us, how could we find you, how people look you up, and how to, get engaged.
Well, Series Fitness, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on the internet. And it's Sirius as in the star, SIRIUS, Fitness.
Got it.
Sirius Fitness. Basically, I teach classes at YMCA. Back to Jackie Robinson, so make sure you come to my class.
Time and date.
Mondays at 7 o'clock or 7:05, and Wednesdays at 6:35 p.m. It's all p.m. And I teach also the Copley Price YMCA Thursday nights at 7:10. Come on out. If you're not a member, you can bring an ID. We'll let you in there. Check it out.
Just to remind you all that the word of the week is exercise. So this man right here is giving you the path to success. And the law of success with Young Black in the business for the week is health before wealth. So this gentleman right here is definitely giving me the keys to success with Serious Fitness. I want you all to get excited, because this brother is going to let us know what's coming up, like the chocolate run you got.
Oh, yeah, we have the hot chocolate run.
The hot chocolate run.
I've been involved with them. I'm bad with my dates sometimes, but I believe 5 to 6 years. I've been an ambassador. I do the warm-ups. So I get up on stage and warm up the crowd.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then I run. And, that's how I do. I started doing warm-ups years ago. It was, it was cool. I went out there and did a little something, but then really, really got into it to the point where, I travel now doing it, which is kind of cool. Like, we did one in New Orleans. We got this. Oh, look at this medal. Now, I just brought the medal because
you all talk about New Orleans and the Saints and all.
We did one in New Orleans. It was really cool. It was like a crowd. Those people are hype over there. But we did New Orleans run over there, so I did a warm up for that. And what I do differently than some other folks that warm up, like I warm up and I run too. And then even sometimes I come back and cool down with the crowd, because I just love the whole environment, and getting people involved in running, because that's what I've done. Because years ago when I started running, I'd say it's almost 10 years now that I've been running. I asked people to run, they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. They don't want to do it. But now, it's been consistent. They see that, okay, year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, year 10, I'm still running.
There you go.
I slow down a little. I don't run as many half marathons. I used to run at least one a month. Now I just, I try to do like maybe 5 or 6 a year. Right. But I believe in teaching by example.
There you go.
Because I can't tell you, hey, go do this, and then I don't do it. And that's why, I teach PE at Morris High School. And my students sometimes, I tell them run. Why don't you come run with us? I said, I'm not running with you. I said, check my Facebook. I run on the weekend. I said, when you people sleep at 4:45 in the morning, I'm out there at the gym running. So don't ask me to run with you. But the thing is, I do show them, hey, this is what I do. And I've actually even brought students along with me.
Nice.
On some of them runs in the past. They've even been on stage with me, doing warm-ups with me.
Nice.
I offer that to them.
That's right. So I just want to just encourage you all because when I'm getting now and I'm the energy that I'm receiving is a passion. You know, so you definitely have to find your niche so you can get rich in business. And when you have a passion for it, you know that's what's going to drive you, and that's what's going to inspire others to be able to follow you. This gentleman right here is definitely a I call him a work sensation. You know, when I log on in the morning bright and early to Facebook, his brother already got his Fitbit on, saying you know how much he didn't ran, what time.
Not Fitbit, Garmin, the Garmin.
Oh, the Garmin.
So we promote Garmin, not Fitbit.
Oh,
not
okay.
that Fitbit's bad. Fitbit's are cool too.
Okay.
But I do a Garmin though.
Well, you know, excuse me, but you're getting the job done. You know, and that's just the epitome of young black in the business. You know, you starting with a commitment. You delivering with quality, and you finishing with success. You know, you crossing the finish line, and tell you the truth, that's what we need in our community. You know, we need to have that healthy mindset. Mm-hmm. You know, so I know when you're out there running and engaging with others, I know it's like I know your mind is able to clear and focus.
Right. Definitely.
You have to have that mental fortitude in business, in finances, and just they're having that longevity. Thinking with the end in mind. So I'm gonna just encourage you all to get excited. Because, like I said earlier, the word of the day for the week is exercise, and who knows better than our own Nasara, health champion here in San Diego. And the law of success for this week is health is wealth. So I just want to just encourage you all to get excited for one, get a pen and get a pad, because for the next section of Young Black in the Business, we're going to be sharing laws of success and how it relates to fitness. Because this brother right here is young, black, and in business. And we want to just keep highlighting that and keep recognizing that. And, you are definitely a true champion here, right here in San Diego. And folks that are from our region, and not only in our environment, they got to respect that. So we want to just pay homage and keep it going and just share your story. You gave us a little bit about your backstory, but we kind of want to hear, more about your business and where you're taking us, because we definitely are followers, in your health movement, because health is wealth.
Definitely.
So yes, so get excited, get your pens, get your pads, and take copious notes, because we're here, with Coach Nasara. He's gonna keep it going, and we're right here every Sunday at 10 a.m. We got Young Black in the Business Radio. And if you want to call and ask the coach for some tips, 619-919-4745. I want to say again, thank you for joining us on your show. We want to hear more about it, so stay tuned and get excited. Do you want to close us out with any health tip?
Any health tip? Be consistent. Once you get started, be consistent. We can. I want to throw some more tips later on.
Oh, yeah.
I see we have 3 seconds left. Be consistent.
Consistency. Here at Young Black in the Business, we are restoring the color, the culture, and the consciousness. We believe that our network is our network. Connecting young black entrepreneurs in San Diego and across the nation is pivotal for our economic growth. When they see us, we're gonna be wise, we're gonna be beautiful, and we're gonna be strong. And that's all they ever gonna see when they see us. And that's young, black, and in business. We're back with Coach Nasara from Sirius Fitness.
SIRIUS Fitness.
So where can we find you? Instagram, Facebook.
Well, Instagram, Facebook. Well, my name is Nasara. That's my name. So it's Nasara. And on Instagram and Twitter is NASARA_. And my last name is Gargannu. That's what I'm wrong. GARGONNU. So it's the same as in Twitter and Instagram. It's Nasara, NASARA_Gargannu. GARGONNU. Facebook, I have my limit of friends. I'm probably going to delete some soon, so I'll be able to get some more. But if not, you can also follow me on my coach page, Coach Nasara Gargannu, the same name. NASARAGARGONNU. You could be my friend there or see all the stuff I put out there.
And you can also look him up because you can exercise this week, and you can start creating that wealth by getting your health together as well.
Yeah, I want to see y'all come to class. I mean, like I said, these classes, if you go to YMCA's, they will let you in. They will, you bring ID, they'll let you in for, they'll give you a pass 1 to 3 days or so. Then, you fill out a little paperwork and stuff, but just come on through. So we have a lot of fun.
Is that the new YMCA down here on Imperial?
Well, it's renovated, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jackie Robinson.
Soft opening right now.
No, it's.
Oh yeah, no. So it's the new, yeah. It's complete.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, please. If you could just share your experience there. I mean, I know it's wonderful. I know it's wonderful people, everything.
It was great. It was cool going. I've been there about, I think, almost 10 years now.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Excellent. Michael Brunker, he's the executive director.
Shout out
there.
to Michael Brunker.
And I teach a class there. We have a whole lot of fun. I was there when that place looked,
right,
when it was really
But now it's like the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, oh God. I mean, they went through a renovation and it looked nice, and then they went through the big renovation that took over a year off, and it's beautiful.
So we recommend that you get out there and check it out.
Bring the family out there.
Bring the family.
It's for the family. Beautiful baseball field, gym, courts, basketball courts, fitness equipment, great classes, yoga, Zumba, U-Jam, cardio blast, strength training. It's just great. Spin classes. It's awesome. Right here in the community.
Right here in the community. I want to give you a shout out. We all know about Cardi B, but don't forget about cardio. Okay, that's why you got to catch up with Coach Nasara and check him out. One thing I also want to highlight is I just found out where you get your energy from.
Where?
Your energy. With your last name, you got an energy inside you. That's where you get your energy from. And I want to just shout out you. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce your last name.
Gargannu.
Gargannu.
It's Liberian. My father's from Liberia.
So let's hear a little bit about that. I mean, if you don't mind sharing, because that right there sounds like a success story right there.
Well, my mother's from Trinidad. I lived in Trinidad for a little while. My father's from Liberia. My father, he passed away in '99, and that's one of the reasons why, I try to take care of myself, definitely, because he was only 55, and I'm not all that far away from that right now. So, I want to make sure that I'm healthy and I'm able to help people out. And he died of prostate cancer, which is why I'm a proponent, I was, as far as supporting prostate cancer awareness through this company called Zero Prostate Cancer. I usually raise money every year for them.
That's right.
But yeah, my father, I believe he put the bug in my ear about the business, because I remember he had a business called, I think it was called Domestic Care. It was, and he used to clean hospitals. So it was his own little cleaning business. And actually, on Saturdays, I used to take the bus all the way from Queens to the Bronx, and I used to clean and help out. I used to be like a little mini janitor, whatever you want to call it, and just get paid for that. And then I know that he would always talk about wanting to create a business called Gargannu, that's the last name. Gargannu and Sons.
Gargannu and Sons.
So I think, I got these guys out there, my sons out there, and maybe we'll kick some Gargannus and Sons off one of these days. But I think that's where I got the bug for wanting to have some kind of business. And, of course, my wife McKenna, she's really pushing me towards the business thing.
Beautiful,
and, she's doing her own thing. I'm doing my thing. She gave me the extra little kick to put it out there, because I didn't really worry too much about the business. I was just doing my thing because I was just having fun. But she said, well, you can do this and this and this with it, and take it more serious and to make money. And it's not all about money, but you have more money, then you're able to branch out and do more and help more people. So that's
shout out to your wife McKenna, for doing that right there, for giving that positive reinforcement. And that's what we need in the young black and business nation. It's just that positive reinforcement right there. And I just want to just say that you two are a dynamic team. I must say that. I also want to give a shout out, to your two sons, because every time I see you, I see them. And and I know you know it as you being their father, but they see you in action and how you interact, and just that and just what you said, being able to pass that I ain't gonna slaughter your last name, so let's say it together.
Gargannu.
Gargannu. You be able to pass that last name, and your efforts to them, and the community sees that.
And I'm kind of curious what they're gonna turn out doing because they've been at the shows, the comedy shows, the fitness events since they were like in the womb. And you know, I remember teaching a class where one of them was in a car seat. He was in front of the class because I had to take him. So they've seen it all, you know.
Well, I'm gonna share with you. You know, just from my observation, they're gonna be healthy, happy, and successful. Mm-hmm. You know,
they actually, you know, they're kids, so they're gonna eat their little stuff. Their little, you know, one of them is just a sugar freak. But I mean, they actually read labels. You know, they shock me sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
It was high fructose corn syrup. I was like, oh, cool.
That's right.
So
that's
right. Pretty cool.
Healthy, happy, and successful. Mm-hmm. You know, and while you are showing them that your wife, you and your wife are showing them how to be business minded. You know, they're gonna turn out also. They're already young, black in the business. You know what I mean? So one of our shows, we're gonna have to have them on there, and they're gonna be able to teach us.
They will be. They will be there. You know, like I said, they're kids, so. Why do we have to do this? And why do we have to wake up? Because, I mean, they wake up early with me because sometimes I go these runs. I mean, I've gone to runs as early as 4 a.m. And them dragging them out to bed.
So tell me a little bit about, is November No Shave Month?
Okay. Are you calling?
Oh, no.
It is though. And I, you know what? I was actually going to make a point to tell y'all that in TV land.
We on the same team. We on the same team.
It's Movember.
Yo, okay.
Prostate cancer awareness. I will not shave this month. I'm okay. You know, I'm gonna go to my barber. I'm having to do a little something, but I have to grow the beard out.
Boy, go ahead.
Now, I'm not gonna dye my beard. I'm not gonna dye it. I got a little bit of gray.
And that's what I'm saying. That you're a real person. You know what I mean? Because even though when I see you, you know, every day and working out, being, you know, consistent with your business, just be able to have that personal one-on-one interaction with you, I know that I could definitely learn some tips. So for the folks that are in social media land and over the airs right now, because, you know, we global, what tips can you give us of success, of having a successful workout, being consistent?
Well, it's just a matter of getting started. You have to get started, and you have to find something that you enjoy doing. I've learned over the years not to force people to do this. You know, you have to do this. You know, slowly, just get to know them and get to know what they like. Like I do with my students. So my students, I don't have to tell them anything. They're like, they're going, they're running.
Nice.
Some I have to push a little. Some I have to do it with them to show them, hey, you know, I do this too. You know, but getting in their heads and say, well, what do you like? So what makes you active?
Step one to be get active.
Get active, but you know, in something you enjoy doing.
With a passion. So in business, you know, I like to say you got to find your niche and get rich. And exercising, which is the word of the week, is just get started.
Get started, and you don't have to get started jumping off off a stage and flipping and doing burpees. Walk. You can just go and walk. Right. Like I said, once upon a time, I was just, it has to be intense. But it's like then, you know, now I'm getting older, I'm like, okay, no, it doesn't have to be all like that. You just find something you enjoy doing. Walking is fine. You know, then maybe we could gradually, let's start jogging. Let's start running. How
do you maintain your positive energy? Because, I mean, when I see you, not only are you always smiling, you're always in the air. You're always jumping. Yeah, you know, it's not too intense, but it's engaging. And it's very effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because some of the race companies that I work for, right? I walk into their office and they're like, "Are you all right? Because I'm tired." They're like, "Tired," but then when I'm on stage and when I'm doing my thing, it just kicks in. Just like I told you, I can go to a class and I'm like, you know, I'm a little warm, but I think I get the energy from my people that I teach, because I can't go in there and, okay guys, let's go and do this. You have to have the energy, so it's just natural. But then just seeing them pumps me up. That's why, like, you know, on Facebook, you know, I'm not worried about shouting myself out. Yeah, I did this. I'm worried about, you know, I said, this is my class. My class gave me energy.
That's right.
Because they do.
And, your team.
Yeah, I call my fitness family or whatever. You know, the YMCA people. Right. They give me the energy that keeps me going.
That's beautiful. I want to just, share something with you, you know what I mean, that is very important, because to the young black in the business nation out there, you know, word usage is just so important. And I hear you keep saying the word TIRED, you know what I mean? And I like to just say, you know, we got to, you're not that. you know, because if you was, you wouldn't do what you're doing. You may be fatigued, but I know that you have enough, you know, you've been inspired to inspire others.
Right.
You have the, you know, the mental capacity and the mindset, your focus and the passion to get the job done. So I wanted to share with you, brother, you're not ever TIRD, because TIRED is one letter from being FIRED. And you're not that at all, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, you may get fatigued at times, but you're going to get it done, and you're a living testimony to that.
That's true.
So, you know, I just want to just say, you know what?
So I'll delete that from my vocabulary.
Steel sharpen steel. We sharpen each other. What tips could the folks at home do right now? They may be inspired right now to say, you know what? You know, the word of the week is exercise, and to have health is wealth. What can they do right now?
Right now.
On their couch, or you know, in their room right now to get started?
Well, I mean, there's so many little videos and TV shows. I mean, everybody and their mother pretty much has cable. There's a cable show on there. There's something on there with video. There's YouTube.
What would you recommend? What is it? Touch your toes? Is it, you know, do a jumping jack? What?
I personally recommend getting out and walking. That's just me. I mean, walking or running, because you get out there. You're in San Diego, which has parks and lakes and mountains,
bike lanes.
It's ridiculous. It's like there's no excuse. People in New York, you know, I'm from New York, during the winter where you can't do anything, all you can do is maybe drive to the gym and go to work out, or maybe do something in the house. You don't have this beauty that you can just get out here in San Diego and just walk. So we live right here in the best place for fitness. Just get off your butt and go outside. I mean,
go walk. I challenge you.
Yeah, even, you know, it don't matter the community. They're building up the community. They're doing all sorts of things everywhere. You can leave over here. You can go to Choice Lake. Thing around Jacobs, they're starting to build little trails and little paths over there that are pretty nice to walk on. And you have to do that. And one thing I want to say is, for the parents, the older folks, you have to get out there and do certain things, because you gotta get out there and move, because the kids look up to you and they
get
watch
your heart
you.
rate going.
Well, the kids. I mean, I want to do it for the kids, because the kids are watching you. Because I deal with students that they don't see their parents doing these things, so they're like, oh, whatever. And sometimes their parents don't even value physical education. Like PE, you know, that's one thing I can't stand. Like when you don't value PE, when it's just PE. No, it's not just PE. You know, you could be, you know, you can talk all this mess, but if you're on your deathbed over there dying of diabetes or whatever, that, you know, you can be as smart as you want, but if you're not physically fit, I don't want to hear all that. So you know, it has to be a balance. So you know, like I said, get out there, and you do not have to kill yourself. Like I said, find something you like: soccer, football, basketball, walk, garden. You know, there are all sorts of things you can do. Right. There's really no excuse. It's just a matter of. And then another tip would be to you have to find a circle of folks that, you know, are motivated. Because, you know, you have people that just bring you down. You have some folks that are like, oh, girl.
Did you hear that? Dude,
don't worry about that. We'll be all right. I like to eat. We all eat. It's okay. We gonna die one day.
It'd be 8:30, 9 o'clock. Let's go to the taco shop.
I mean, you know, yeah.
You can't do that.
Balance, you know. If you do that once in a while, I mean, you know, you can have your little cheap meal and go out and have a little junk, you know, something here and there. But, I mean, constantly, when I get old. And my whole thing is, like, as I get older, I see how it is getting more difficult to lose weight, or difficult to do certain things. So, it's not always an age thing, but I mean, you know, but if you have not been consistent, it's hard to jump back in there and get it going. So
get started while you can. You know, in order to be wealthy, you got to be healthy. That's why we have Coach Nasara from Serious Fitness here today. We got to have our minds right. We got to have our physical right, you know, to be able to have our financial right.
And your circle.
And your circle right.
Because, I mean, you know, even with the financial, because you have some people who just like, they don't worry about stuff. And they may discourage you. You may want to open up, hey, I want to open up this. Girl, man, you going to leave that job over there? You going to leave, they paying you all this? And no, I mean, you know, sometimes you have to follow your passion.
Follow your passion.
Yeah, you have to follow your passion, because some people, you know, you don't want to wake up one day when you're 60, 70, 80, 90 and just regret, man, what if I would just...
Where'd the time go?
Yeah, what if I would just maybe taught a couple classes or opened up that gym there because somebody wanted to partner with me. But, you know, my friends told me, it ain't going to work, it ain't going to work. Because there's a lot of naysayers out there, a lot of people who have no motivation themselves. So they don't want to help you. They don't want, you know, they want you to stay at their level down there.
They do.
And why I tell my students, you're going to know people. You're going to know some people who, that's the homie, that's cool, but he ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I know, you know, you're going to know some people that you're cool with, but they do jack. They do nothing. They just eat, sleep, doo-doo, and go to work, and that's all they do. And that's cool, whatever. Let them do that.
Right.
But you need to find some folks that want to take it up a notch.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, it's hard sometimes to find those folks.
Right.
And we can talk for days about other things. Because, like, just even here in San Diego, it's just hard sometimes. Because... And even in the black community here, everybody knows everybody, and then everybody's just out to compete and this against each other or and there's been it's been a lot.
Deep on this.
Well, there's some stuff going on. There's always this stuff going on, and
wherever I go, they always me talking highly about you because you doing something that's gonna give us longevity in our community, health and fitness right there. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Everywhere I go, it's always they highly respect you and they highly admire you.
Well, I'm cool with it. My whole thing is, even if I have issues with, I'm cool with everyone. I'm for the most part cool with everybody, and I just want everybody to stay in the lane they need to stay in, do what they gotta do,
get it back in your lane,
and. You want to try something here, that's cool. I'm not, mad or anything like that. But everybody just needs to stay in their lane and just perfect what they have. And,
beautiful.
So they can bring all that to the table so then we can all come together and just...
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's my thing. I want us all to come to the table and put all our things together. But it's just, when you put all these minds together, all these people, sometimes it's just like, oh, well, I want to be on top. I want to be in charge. I want to do this, And it's so hard. It's so hard for us to get together. That's why, like... you have to find that small circle, and it's like I've had to shift a lot of things over time, and trying to find circles that you need to be in.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do right now, and try to mentor younger folks. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing in younger people.
Yeah.
That I can help and show. Okay, you do this, this, and this. And I'm learning from them too. Like they tell me something, I'm like, I don't know everything. I definitely don't know everything. But you have to learn from everybody.
Okay, and I want to just reiterate, we do not have events on the same day. If you know my man is having an event, and then my sister that's Young Black in Business is having an event, we do not schedule events on the same day. We practice co-opetition. We cooperate against the competition. We work together. We're not in a position to compete with one another.
Well, you know what? I see that. I don't know, maybe it's the Libra in me, because I always see both sides. So you...
Oh, share with me.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. That's I believe that. Sometimes you may just have an event and that's the only day you can do it or whatever. I mean, like there's some spots that like, oh, they only have one day the whole year and you booked it like a year ago, and then but that's why we need to come together, and we need to definitely like, that's why like Black San Diego. Beautiful. It's cool. Right. They have their on Facebook. You check it out, Black San Diego.
Black San Diego in the house.
They list all these events, and maybe we need to have more of a calendar out there to see what's going on. Because we can still do things a certain day, but it's like, sometimes you can't have the same exact event. And that's the other thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna have a boot camp. The same day as this boot camp. It's a big boot camp. People gonna do certain things at the same time, but
I see a lot of individuals arguing over crumbs and missing the whole bread factory. That's why I said that. I see a lot of individuals jumping over dollars, chasing dimes down the street.
And I don't even care. My whole thing is the older I get, the more they say when you get older you don't care. You're like, I don't even care no more about some of these stuff. Right. I don't even let these things affect me. It's like, you do what you gotta do, and you go ahead and you chase the little crap over there. Right. I'm doing some more.
Because you see the big picture. You're passionate about it. You're in your niche. You're in your zone. And as me being the chairman of the board for Young Black and in Business, I'm able. My mother told me this. It used to be a phrase about 2 summers ago. what's going on? How you doing? Oh, I'm just staying out the way. I'm just staying out the way. And I said that to my mother, and she said, no, you gotta lead the way. You know, lead the way. You know, because the more you know, the more you owe. So when I make an observation, I have an obligation. And when I see individuals out there that's throwing events on the same day to try to be despiteful or not practicing teamwork, then, you know, for the empowerment of the community as a whole, or for our nation as a whole, I say, come on now, let's work together. You know, let's communicate, because we're not outnumbered, we're out organized.
Right.
So, you know, I got the business aspect of it, and that's why we're leading by example. And I want to just like commend you again for being that lighthouse, you know, to get healthy and to get wealthy, you know, physically, mentally, and ultimately financially, because that's that longevity. That's the only way that you're going to be able to see your kids thrive,
right.
and to be able to share your destiny with them and get them to the next level, is if you're here, is if you're happy, healthy, and successful. And that's why we need to continue to support Serious Fitness and Nasara, and, you know, join the team and learn some tips, and most importantly, get excited. That's what we hear about Young Black in the Business. Get excited. So I also want to, before we do, I want to just indulge in that hot chocolate the Cape Run, because you're on the board or the committee.
No, not the committee, but I'm an ambassador.
You're an ambassador,
and I've been dealing with them about 6 years. It took a lot of work to get in with them, as far as a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of stuff, and I got in with them, and they're really cool folks. But I'm an ambassador, and I also do the warm-up for the runs. So I warm up the crowd or whatever. That's kind of cool. And then, you know, do the little after party. So I have a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always promote. So I mean, if you ask me to come and bring something, I promote. I mean, I do a lot of runs in San Diego. So I warm up, you know, Live Well San Diego, the LT 5K, the
I see you at Jack. Yeah, you was at Jack Murphy Stadium working out in the parking lot.
You still call Jack Murphy Stadium? Yeah. Well, now it's called SDCCU Stadium. Right. Yeah, when was I there? I mean, I did the Aztec run. Look at the cool medal. Let me see. What's that? Well, it's a medal down. No, I don't know if people see it.
Put these medals on, man.
Well, I'm not gonna put them on, but no, I thought it was a cool medal. On. So we supporting the Aztecs, because now since y'all, I said y'all because I'm not San Diego. Since y'all lost the Chargers, now this is the team we all support. We got the Aztecs, so we have the Aztecs for life. 5K, I do the warm up for that. I used to do the Charger one until they left. Keep crazy. This is the hot chocolate one. So the hot chocolate run is in March 18th to be exact. Go ahead and sign up. You can use my code. I have a special code. It's SD, my name, Nasara 18. SD Nasara 18. When you sign up, you get a free hat too. And you help me out as an ambassador. But you run, you get a cool sweatshirt. So I'm not trying to sound too much like commercial, but I'm just telling y'all. And then you get this cool medal. Look at this thing.
That's a real
And
nice
the new medal is even cooler than this. It looks like a piece of chocolate. It's a lot of fun. So this is the whole thing, you know, and it's funny how I've seen the race community change in the past 10 years. So when I started running, when I did a 5K, I got a shirt. And they're like, yeah, you got a shirt. Only people used to get medals were the half marathon people. Now, shoot, you get a medal for running a mile. But I mean, it's cool though. It's cool because it gets people out there. It gets people moving, and you know, it's a good business move because here it is. You know, you can only get a shirt when you ran 5K. Now you get these. You get look at this stuff. I mean, well, this is a half marathon with spins and everything. But I mean, you get all sorts of cool different things.
Yes, and get excited
and get excited, get involved. And what I bring to the runs, and what a lot of these race directors have me doing the warm up is I get people excited before the run.
Right.
It's funny because I've had some run. I've seen some even write ups that say, "Oh my God, the warm up was better than the run."
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But like I said, it's fun. It's profitable because. You know, it's something that you do charge folks for because it's your time. You get up early in the morning, do certain things, and then there are some that I just do,
right? Because
the cause is near and dear.
Right.
You know, if it's a cause about prostate cancer, a cause about just a lot of different cancer. I help with youth foundations. You know, I help out and donate my time. It's like what I've learned is you can't donate forever because you'll go broke, you know, and and then it'll be all your time.
That's a business tip. You cannot donate forever.
Yeah, because I mean, when I was doing, for example, I would teach classes at YMCA. I'm not, excuse me, Jackie. Sorry, Malcolm X Library, certain classes, and I would donate my time, and it's cool. People come out, and I love doing it. But then it got to a point where it's like, oh my God, I'm doing this, and it's taking up a lot of my time. And I'm like coming back, you know. I love the satisfaction, like high fives and changing lives. But then, God, I just need a couple dollars. You know, I have kids. I live in San Diego. You know what I mean? And then I have people. It's funny. I have people, fitness professionals up north, looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you doing? You know, like, you know, I get paid $20 for what you do. I'm like, oh. You know, so I'm looking at stuff. So, you know, it's growing, and I still do things, like I said, I do some stuff for free, but then, you know, you have to charge. You have to show value, because a lot of times people don't value your stuff unless you charge them. If you just do stuff for free all the time, like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll go, or someone will go, you know, and I've seen people take advantage. Like, I used to do a class one time, and it was free. It got to the point where all I do is I put a little donation thing that said, okay, give me, you know, just a little donation, no charge. So then it was cool first. I had 35 people. I used to get like $50, $60. I'm like, cool. I'm like, okay, now I can pay my rent in this spot. Then it just started dwindling. Then 35, 20, and 10. But 30, still having 35 people, but then getting like $5. And then I said, you know what, I can't do this no more, because it's like I'm paying for a space and I'm not even making my money back. So I still love what I'm doing though. But then, you know, I went ahead and I said, okay, well, can we do $5? Can we do $7 or whatever like that? Then class cut in half, boom, and that's cool. You know, do what you gotta do, and then you start building it back up.
Right. With
the people who value. Mm-hmm. And it's not, and I'm not downing people saying that, okay, you know, you're bad because you didn't want to pay me or didn't pay me. You know, people have issues. Like, I go, you know, through struggles as far as, you know, financial. My whole thing is I'll work with you anytime. But it's like you can't devalue yourself. You have to charge what you're worth. Because then people are like, oh yeah, whatever.
To the kings and queens out there, know your worth.
Yeah. Know
your value. Absolutely. And that's another reason why the word of the week is exercise. Because you have to know your value, you have to know your worth. And the law of success with young black in business is your health is your wealth.
Now starting off, you start off, you do those things here and there, but like I said, as you go deeper, in order for you to grow, you can't do it forever. That's right. What I've learned the hard way sometimes.
And don't get us mistaken. We live to give, and when we invest, we're looking for ROI, is a business term out there, a return on our investment. You know, but in the same sense though, you can't donate forever.
Right.
It has to come to a point in time where you know your value, you know your worth, and you set the bar, and you make them. You know, you expect your return on investment.
Right. Because other communities do that, and I know it's in the black community. Like, you know, even when I was living in Atlanta, so
not the homie hookup.
It's a, hey bro, you broke, you black. Yeah, but damn, God, I gotta eat too. Right, I gotta live. I'm over here, you know, like I said, you wake up, you do certain things, you drive to a gym, you work people out doing stuff, and then I can't just do that just for free all the time.
That's right.
And you know that you know it was really rough having that you know transition. But you know I have people that understood that, and they steadily stayed there, and they steadily committed, and you know to this day they still support, and I love it. You know, I appreciate them all that. You know, everybody throughout my past, whether, you know, I appreciate everything that has been done. You know, because I've had people assist, I've had people, you know, I didn't get through this all by myself necessarily, you know what I mean, as far as,
right.
I've had support, had people,
Shout out to the
things
supporters.
here and there, and, you know, and some of these people are still supporting to this day, you know, and I love it. And, you know, I always try to give back. I mean, a lot of times I get free runs, I give people runs, I give people this. So it's like, I mean, if I was a millionaire, I'd be giving out all the time.
Well, you are a multi-millionaire, okay? Because you're healthy and you're wealthy. You're able to share with the young black in the business nation your testimony. So by even being here, you know, you're blessing us, you know, to live and to give, and not only but to thrive. and to be able to share our legacy with our dynasty. So we value the young black in the business nation values you, and we appreciate your message.
Thank you.
What you're sharing, because you're the epitome of a wealthy individual. My mother, she used to call me Rico when I was born. Because she said, son, you might not be rich in pocket, but you're rich in spirit. And that's what Rico means in Spanish, beautiful and rich, things of that nature. So when I grew up and I became my own man, Roosevelt, I still had that Rico mindset to be, I cannot have a dime in my pocket, but as long as I treat others with respect and admiration, and as long as I do my best to live righteous and to be righteous, then, that's actually a wealth of knowledge that we're sharing. So I'm gonna let you know, brother, you're a multimillionaire in my eyes, and cause what you're doing is bigger than the medallions and the certificates.
Right.
You're actually providing environmental justice and a consistent, healthy lifestyle to others that see you, and they're inspired by your efforts.
Well, like I tell my students, I mean, when you're gone, what do you want people to say about you? You want, because I talk to some of these kids and they shrug their shoulders. I don't necessarily expect them to know this, but I don't remember anybody telling me this when I was.
Right.
I don't remember a teacher or anybody saying this, so that's why I try to talk to them about these different things. Is what do you want when you're gone? People say, "Oh, that's the homie. That's the homie." No, it's gotta be more than that's the homie.
That's beautiful.
You could be the homie, but I mean, do you want to make an impact? And I guess not everybody's meant to make an impact. Not everybody's supposed to do certain things. But I believe that people have people have purpose, and a lot of people don't know their purpose.
Right.
And don't even care or don't even try to find out.
Right.
So we as adults, older folks, parents need to reach out to those kids and like, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? And then again, we need to be better role models. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect, but I try my best to live a decent life so my kids can see this. I made mistakes and and hopefully don't make too many more.
That's right. I always challenge my guests. So now, anything without a challenge is not worth doing. So now I got to challenge you. Can you please share with us your 100-year plan?
My 100-year plan?
Yes, sir.
Lord, how old am I now? So, to inspire as many people to live a healthy and fit life, and people in general. But then I think I get the fact that I'm a teacher. I really want to try to affect the youth and try to show them, hey, because it's cool. It's a good feeling. I started out for teaching at Gompers, and it's cool seeing some of these kids. They're like, oh my God, some of my kids are like 23, 24, I think even 25 right now, the ones I dealt with in the past. And it's good to see them come back, and then they look and they say, okay, yeah, you weren't that bad. It wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Right now, when the middle schoolers I had and the freshmen, I'm the worst for. Oh, that's why nobody likes you. I don't care. I said, first of all, I still get paid. I don't care if you like me. I get paid, and you gotta do what I tell you.
Right.
But no,
it's only 10 jumping jacks. Now you don't like
kids. It's funny. It's fun, but sometimes you have to go back and like, okay, they're 14, they're 15. Did I think that way? This generation's totally different though. That's a whole nother story. That could be a whole show about where these kids act now. But I want to, this plan is just to build businesses with my kids, with the youth. Trying to get some of the kids, because some of those kids are not going to go to college. They just don't want to, or not really meant for college. And you don't have to go to college to be rich, to make money and be rich or whatever, or even own a business. And I'm not telling anybody drop out of school or anything, but I'm just saying you don't have to. Some people are just, I think meant to maybe, run a business a certain way. They're meant to work with their hands, and that's just the way it is. So I want to hopefully inspire the youth to open up businesses with their passion. What do they want? And I will do my best to help them out. I know a lot of people in the community, and I tell my students, I know a lot of folks. I said, when you're ready, and when you feel, just text me, email me, Facebook. You know, I mean, a lot of them are little. I don't have my regular Facebook page. Not that I have a crazy Facebook page, but I just don't believe in that. So I have a little PE teacher page. It's called PE Teacher Gargannu. And I have my little, they can go ahead and join that one. So I stay in touch with them. I mean, I have kids right now. I mean, I employ them for these runs. Sometimes I get them paid, you know, to be on a street team, to to run booths.
That's right.
I hook them up with certain business people, community people. I tell them, I say, I know a lot of folks in Southeast San Diego. I know a lot of folks here. They own barbershops, own this, own that, and I will help you out. I will do my best. I said, but don't embarrass me, and you better do what you have to do. Because I had one kid one time, he's like, you know, I say, okay, I'll help you out, and then I look at his Facebook, he has a bong. I'm like,
oh no, the party's over.
I said, first of all, take that thing off, because I ain't helping you. That stuff. These kids now, they don't understand how social media can affect them, their jobs, because that's the first thing these people look at sometimes. They go to your Facebook page, you apply, and then, oh, they can't find me, because you put Buki and Pookie and all that stuff. They'll still find you. They'll find you, and they need to understand that could affect them in later businesses, you know, going on and jobs. I mean, I've seen people get fired. You know, they put stupid things like, no, Twitter, my boss sucks. Okay, well, you're fired. You know, so.
Well, God bless them, you know. We're going to continue to work out and be healthy, happy, and successful. I just want to thank you again, Coach Nasara, for joining us on this episode of Young, Black, and in Business. You know, where we start with a commitment, we always deliver with quality, and we always finish with success. You are a level 5 leader.
Level 5?
A level 5 leader, because what you're doing is you're training up a next generation to be able to be healthy, happy, and successful. You're passing the baton to the next generation for them to finish the finish line, and we want to thank you for your excellence. So tune in again next Sunday at 10 a.m. with Young, Black, and in Business.
Peace.